Sam was always up for an adrenaline rush, never one to back down from a challenge. When his friends dared him to drive alone down the notorious Whispering Hollow Road, he accepted without a second thought. It was a pitch-black night, and the only light came from his car's dim headlights, which cut through the darkness like a fragile lifeline. The dense woods on either side of the road loomed like silent sentinels, their branches reaching out like claws, scratching at the car as he sped down the narrow, winding path. The wind whistled through the trees, creating eerie, ghostly sounds that sent shivers down Sam's spine. As Sam drove deeper into the heart of Whispering Hollow Road, his anxiety grew. The road twisted and turned endlessly, with no signs of civilization in sight. He couldn't help but wonder why this place was so infamous among the locals. The stories he'd heard were filled with ominous warnings, tales of travelers who had ventured onto this road and never returned. Suddenly, the radio crackled to life. It had been silent the entire journey, but now it emitted a distorted voice. Sam's heart pounded in his chest as he tried to make sense of the eerie message. "Turn back," the voice hissed, almost inaudible, but distinct enough to send a chill down his spine. His grip on the steering wheel tightened, and he pressed his foot harder on the accelerator. He was determined to prove that he wasn't afraid of a few ghost stories. The road seemed to stretch on forever, and Sam's nerves were on edge. Shadows danced at the edge of his vision, and strange shapes darted across the road in front of him. He couldn't tell if they were real or figments of his imagination. As Sam rounded a particularly sharp curve, his headlights illuminated something that made his blood run cold. A pale, ghostly figure stood in the middle of the road. It was a young boy, his long, wet hair clinging to his face. The boy stared at Sam with hollow, empty eyes, and Sam felt a profound sense of dread wash over him. He had heard stories of a ghostly hitchhiker who haunted this road, a tragic spirit seeking a ride to his final destination. Summoning every ounce of courage, Sam spoke, "Are you okay?" The boy didn't respond. Instead, he slowly raised his arm and pointed down the road. Sam quickly realized that coming here was a huge mistake. He wanted to get out of there as fast as possible. Suddenly, the radio started crackling again. "Leave, now!" The voice was louder this time, more insistent. Sam's hands trembled as he tried to turn off the radio, but it wouldn't shut off. Panic set in, and he floored the accelerator, desperate to escape. Sam sped down the road, his eyes darting frantically between the rearview mirror and the road ahead. The ghostly boy was gone, but the sense of dread remained. He kept driving, hoping to see a sign of civilization, but the road seemed endless. "I think I've just one more mile to go," Sam muttered to himself. "Then it'll be all over. I'll never have to come back here again." But as he rounded the final bend, the road ahead was swallowed by darkness. The car's engine sputtered and died, and the radio fell silent. Sam sat there, his breath coming in ragged gasps, as the oppressive silence closed in around him. Like many others who took a wrong turn and got lost on Whispering Hollow Road, Sam never returned. No one would ever know what happened to him.